So there's obviously a lot of things I want to get into throughout this episode today, but the recovery that you've been going through has been a lot different than a lot of guys might have the story of having. So I kind of just want to go through this a little bit to kind of let people kind of in an inside story to kind of know what all happened in just this recovery time span. So you're midway through your freshman season a little bit. You're going through it and you guys have the Christmas break. You're back on December 23rd and the incident occurs. Walk us just through that night, what you're able to remember
Yeah.
from everything that occurred then.
It's still kind of blurred. It was all happened quick,
Hmm.
but like the recovery process, I got back to school. I believe December 31st, the game we played Indiana State, and my kind of recovery started that day. I was able to do like some stretching and some movement and just some strength and exercises, but really just Nick Ritchie and Coach Guest, they really helped me just been having to go do rehab and recover, and I was really only able to lift for a few months every day. So I just lift every day and did rehab. That was really my main goal, and then I could do some form and some cheer shooting. But once we got around maybe March, I was able to start moving and jogging and light running. So the process they did say would take about 3 to 6 months to recover. So in 3 months, I was kind of jogging and getting back to moving. In 6 months, which was I would say last month, I think I was able to just back full contact activities and no problems with everything. So obviously, I still have to rehab and recover every day. So it's
Sure.
still getting better.
The unique thing about your injury, though, is that obviously you have the whole physical toll. You have to get your leg ready to play, all those aspects. But I have to imagine that there also has to be a mental aspect too for yourself because it's not just a simple, you're on the court and an injury occurs. This is a whole other incident. So, how have you dealt with the mental kind of coming back from that mentally?
Um, Really just obviously having to build the trust and everything back up, but just still being know what I can do. Like nothing really left. It's just something that take a little time, but also knowing that it's something that happened. It's life, but I can't really control it and just continue playing and keep doing me.
I know just talking to a couple of your teammates and having them in interviews, Coach Izzo talking about you, you had a very positive outlook throughout the entire process, which if there's anybody that has an opportunity to be negative about it, be down about the incident because of what happened, both from the mental aspect, like I alluded to, the traumatic aspect, but also the physical thing, how were you able to stay so positive throughout this entire recovery time and even to this point?
Um, this a lot of things. It could have went way worse than it was. I think I got blessed, and it was a minor, I think, incident. Obviously, it was big, but the way I look at it, I was still able to play basketball. I'm still back healthy, 100% now. I got stronger. Think I got better IQ wise, and it just helped me overall. And then still being able to be a freshman again, so that really helped me. And it's like I just gained a free year of college. The way I look at it.
That is a huge thing because that just was, I believe it was a couple weeks ago now that you officially got the redshirt opportunity. So it's like I said, essentially you're going to your freshman season all over again. How big do you think that is going to be for yourself now, knowing that you got essentially a whole year of learning, developing, just kind of understanding the college lifestyle, and now you get to really start your collegiate career eligibility wise?
That's huge. Just being able to, who knows if I will need, all 4 or 5, however many years. But just knowing I have that underneath my belt and that can help me in the long run with everything that's going on is just huge. Knowing that my situation is different and from everybody else, but just being able to be here again, still in Michigan State, another opportunity. I can't really ask for much more.
I also want to ask one other thing about the incident. So you were in the hospital and you end up kind of waking up. You go through, I believe it was a 3 hour surgery. When you do end up waking up and it starts to settle in what all occurred and all the events that happened, and now the fact that you're going to have recovery in front of you, what was going through your mind at that point?
Um, I can't really remember, but you know, Just now, I know the doctor said it'll probably be a 3 to 6 month process, and I would just have to, take my time. And they said, they've seen worse, and this is not really nothing to really worry about. But I didn't know that this would be a process that I have to trust and take my time on. So really, just understanding that this will be a process was probably the what I was really thinking about the most at that time.
Now, I also saw that this was pretty much the longest you've ever gone without being able to play basketball, at least freely, the way you like to play. From the time you've been 3, 4 years old, you had a ball in your hand, you were consistently playing basketball. How did you get used to that change? Just knowing that this for the longest time in your career, you weren't able to play basketball the way you've been accustomed to your whole life.
It was different, obviously. I'm used to playing basketball every week or every month. Like literally, like everything I do is play basketball. So just not really being able to play basketball is really different, and it was kind of weird for me. But obviously, I was getting better in my body and getting stronger and seeing progress in myself. That that big of a picture and thing about basketball, just getting better.
You are 100% right now, or where would you say you are in terms of percent wise at being fully recovered, 100% ready to be the full version of Jeremy Fears?
I say I'm at 100% right now. Obviously, I still have to make sure I say I'm at 100% right now. Obviously, I have to make sure I'm still smart and maintenance and making sure I do everything and all of the right stuff for my body to make sure there's no injuries or no problems. So really just making sure I take care of my body and get stronger still.